First and foremost, let me take a second to say that whatever happened for the league to go on break was an eyesore. It wasn't good enough for football, for Ghana football actually. I wish Poli's family my biggest condolence. May his soul rest in peace. These are things that we don't want, whether it's a fan or it's a player. Everybody comes from a certain family that no family has to grieve over going to go watch football. So I'm hoping that something like this will never happen again in Ghana football. We are now building up, we're now creating a culture for Ghana football. I'm hoping that we'll be able to do away with this. May 9th happened, and this has also happened. I'm hoping that, in our lifetime, we never see anything like this, so that Ghana football can take a better place in the world as a whole. But for Vision Football Club, we never went on break. We continued training, we played a few friendly games, so I'm thinking that our boys should be ready for the upcoming game. Their training has been really good, technically, tactically, physically, and psychologically. We worked a lot during the break. The friendly matches will tell you how much of the work we have done on these players, and I'm hoping that we can actually continue the way that we started the second round. We went on break after beating Accra Lions. I'm hoping that we'll be able to continue the victories. Of course, we are playing home, and we want to win in front of our fans, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to do all of that. It's extremely important. I mean, beating Accra Lions was not an easy task. It's a very, very tactical side. They came to play very good football. We matched them. They created chances they couldn't take. We created, we took. So we won the game. I'm hoping that against Lions again, Kpando Heart of Lions, will be able to pick another 3 points at home. Playing against Accra Lions is no easy task at all. We went there, we played our hearts out, we got a draw in Kpando. On our own home ground, we want to pick the 3 points. I know that our fans are eager to continue where we left off, so we're also prepared, we're ready for it. Beating Accra Lions gave us a certain momentum, and then it was halted. So we need to go and build that momentum back. We need to put some excitement in our fans. We need to let our fans be expectant, and we need to be expectant of ourselves and what we can give the club as a whole. So the technical team, we've done our job. Players are ready, we prepared them. We're hoping that we can go to Tema and then win against Kpando Heart of Lions. I mean, I know that we played 2 games. The first one was a friendly, and I think they beat us 2-1 on a neutral ground, and then we went to Kpando, we got a 0-0. They're coming here. So I think that we know them, we know their strengths and we know their weaknesses. Usually they play with 2 strikers, unless they come and change it against us, but usually they play with 2 strikers. They play the standard 4-4-2, but they are very, very effective. They press very high with their 2 strikers and their 2 midfielders. The wingers come closer. They try to stifle the middle of the field, and then when they take the ball wide, they try to overload you in defense and get the ball and do a lot of things with it. So, I mean, we've trained different things in terms of how to counter this, but most importantly, we go out there to play our game. We trained on different things, like I said, the diamond shape, we've done the triangles in the middle, how to play on the wide areas, how to soak their pressure and then catch them on the counter as well. So we've done different things. So we're going to go in with different approaches. In Ghana, it's always very, very difficult to figure out how a team is coming to play against you, because the fact that they played this against that team doesn't mean they're going to play the same thing against you. Most teams don't have a certain culture. Like, for example, you take Man City, you know how they're going to play. You know that the fullbacks are going to invert and the wingers are going to stay very high, and the attacking midfielders are going to use the half spaces. In Ghana, it's very, very difficult. When you play against Kotoko, it's different. When you play against Heart of Lions, it's also different. Everybody comes in. Sometimes people play 2-3 different things in a game. So it's very, very difficult. But I think that the first 5 minutes will give us a very fair idea on how they're going to play. And then, of course, we're going to come up with how to counter it. But the most important thing is for us to go there and be vision, play our game, make sure that when we lose the ball, we're defending well. When we have the ball, we know how to use it, how to hurt them, how to get behind their defense and get a goal or 2 against them, know how to soak their pressure, be able to sit back and make sure that they play all their ball in front of us, because if you let Lions get in between the lines and behind the lines, they're very, very dangerous. They're very, very clinical. If you allow them to cross their balls, they're very clinical. They have a right winger who is nimble-footed, can dribble, very quick, is powerful. If you let him in, he will shoot to score. So these are some of the things that we've taken notice of, and hopefully we'll be able to do something, at least a good damage against the Heart of Lions on our own home ground. Suspensions, I'm not too sure, but I think that in terms of injuries, yes, we do have a few injuries. Centre back, I know that we have one of our centre backs is out, and then my left back Agyemang just came back from injury, so he's now starting up. He's now just doing some runs on the sideline, so definitely he's ruled out. Frimpong is also ruled out. He also just came back. He also has just started touchline running and all of that. So if you take these guys out, I think Joshua, who is also a striker, just also came back, is now trying to build up on his fitness and all that. So I'm sure that Joshua would also be out for this game. Apart from that, I think everybody else is ready. We have Issa Kuka back. We have Ima, also back from injury. But Ima is getting a starting berth, because for him his injury was minor and he recovered, and he's played in some of the friendly games and stuff. So he's ready. Apart from these ones that I've mentioned, I think everybody is ready for the starting berth. I don't think we're gonna miss Edmond, because Edmond might feature in this game. Let me say that. He will come to camp. I was told that I should put him in my plans, so I've been considering Edmond and what position to play him, especially that he can play in various positions on the wing. He can play as a false nine. He can come in as an attacking midfielder. So Edmond is the type of player that during the defensive stage he'll fight. Attacking, he creates a lot. He can score as well. So it would be nice to have him. Unless, of course, something happens that we cannot have him back from the national under-20. But if we can, he'll be a very good addition. So the information I have at the moment, I don't think we're going to miss him out of the team. I think he's going to be part of the team. I think that the old fans are very, very passionate fans, and they come to the stadium in their numbers. They come to support, and, they come to make uncomfortable situations or create uncomfortable environment for the opposition and all of that. But one of the things that I'll tell them that's something that they don't do, so I know that the old fans will never do it. They never hit. They try as much as possible to stay away from, violence and all that, and I applaud them for that. I know that they're going to continue, so I'm not even going to caution them at all. They are very disciplined fans, so I know that the old fans will come there. They'll come and enjoy their football, but I'm hoping that they never ever cross that line. They should continue doing what they do. Of course, make it uncomfortable for the opposition. Support their team. Hopefully, they go home with a win. But if not, whether it's a win, draw or loss, hopefully, as a team together with our fans, we're gonna go back to the drawing board and do something better and come back and play better for them. But irrespective, whether it's a home game, away game, I'm hoping that the Ewu fans would not repeat what happened either on May 9th or what happened with Pole at Iswateman. We're hoping that we can finish this league and everybody can go back to their family and be a family man, family woman, whatever that it's called, but we'll still be able to meet next season and enjoy football. Football is supposed to unite us, not divide us, not create violence. It's supposed to create ends meet for other people who are in the game. So I'm hoping that people can have a future in it and not meet their untimely death just like Pole did. But may Pole's souls rest in peace, and hopefully he can be a mark that we all can look at and say that we don't want this to happen again. May God continue to bless our homeland, Ghana. 68 years of freedom is not easy. We thank our forefathers for gaining independence for us. But like Gandhi said, independence means nothing if we don't have the freedom to make mistakes. So we will make mistakes, and we have made mistakes. Going forward, I hope that we can use our freedom to correct all those mistakes and make Ghana a better Ghana for every individual to live in. May Ghana live long. Happy birthday to Ghana, and we are hoping that we will be able to continue live in independence and in happiness. So independent, very, 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 very good Independence Day to Ghana. We're hoping that we can all enjoy Ghana as we have for 68 years.